Hey gang, it's Bill out here at Mountain Village 1890 in beautiful Bull Shoals, Arkansas. It's actually a beautiful rainy day today. It's mid-August and it's like 72 degrees. It is gorgeous. It's one of those days that I'm going to wish I could just like stick it in my pocket and save it for a few weeks from now when it's going to be hot again. But anyway, I've been hanging out here at the village quite a bit lately and it has just been stupid active. And I mean, I'll give you some examples. Normally out here during the period from June through about mid-November, this place is really very active. But here lately, it's like it's been ramped up even more. Voices, footsteps, cold spots, objects that move. I mean, one of the instances that we had out here just a couple weeks ago was the rocking chair right outside this general store here. I heard a voice outside thinking maybe it was somebody coming out to look around or whatnot, and then I heard a bang against the exterior wall and I thought, what in the cat hair is going on? And I stepped outside to see that one of the rocking chairs on the porch was moving, and there was no wind that day. You couldn't buy a breeze to save your life, and here was this rocking chair moving, and well, here, just check out the video for yourself. Now, of course, that's not the only thing that's been going on out here. We've had other things, like, for example, one of our other structures, there's a bench in there that I came in one morning unlocking these buildings and found that bench had been pulled away from the wall and flipped over, laying out toward the center of the room. And this is a heavy enough bench that I seriously doubt that any raccoons could have been in there playing WWE and swinging this thing around trying to beat each other with it. So, pretty significant evidence there. We had incident just this last night where I had a few friends that came out to hang out with me, and I believe we actually discovered that we have a previously unidentified ghost out here. And calling him the Night Watchman. The reason being is that when I first saw it, I noticed that there was a really faint light out in the courtyard. And I was a little bit puzzled by it because it was out of place. I couldn't figure out where it was coming from. And then it moved. And then I noticed that on the back side of it, there was a dark, fairly human-shaped figure behind it. Almost as if somebody was walking around out here with a lantern, just carrying it around out in the courtyard. So I pointed this out to some of our guests, and a little bit later they started seeing it too. In fact, I think one of our guests managed to capture some cell phone video of it. I'm still waiting to get that back to see, analyze it and see what is on that video and if it actually supports our claims. Now you might be wondering, how is it that you've been out here for 6 years doing investigations and doing tours, and this is the first time you're ever seeing this ghost? Well, one of the things that I have noticed in doing this as long as I have, because I've been in the paranormal field for basically my entire life, but anyway, what I've noticed is that a lot of times ghosts will go dormant. Now, they might go dormant for a day, or they might go dormant for several decades. In fact, most of your popular haunted tourist attractions are based on hauntings that took place decades ago, and there's really been no significant activity in recent years because the ghosts have gone dormant. And it could be just one individual ghost that goes dormant, or it could be the entire place just falls into torpor. I don't know. But this particular ghost here, we've not seen it before. We've never been able to identify it before. I'm not even sure of its origins, if it's attached to the land or one of these structures. I honestly don't know. We're still very early in the stages of trying to identify and figure out who this is, which means I've got to start doing some research and see if I can figure something out. The ones that are out in the courtyard are really difficult to track down. Now, the ones inside the structures, I can nail them down pretty good. But out in the courtyard, you just don't know. Don't know if they're attached to the structure or if they're part of like maybe one of the community structures. where you would have had hundreds of people visiting that structure, or if they're attached to the land. Who knows? So I'm going to have to do some homework on that one. But either way, it's very cool, very exciting, and this brings me to my next point. Coming up this weekend on August the 20th and 21st, we're going to be doing tours out here. And we're going to be doing them a little bit different this time. We're going to do one tour each night. We're going to start at 8:30 right outside of our gate here. So if you want to come hang out with me, it's going to be the one tour. You've got to be here by 8:30 in order to go on that tour with me. And again, we are doing that Friday the 20th and Saturday the 21st. So yeah, please come join me for that, because this place has just been off the hook crazy. And one of the advantages of doing the tours this way is that I don't have to worry about, am I running late? Am I keeping people waiting up there in the gift shop for the next tour? No, we can just kind of take our time with it a little bit, and if we run longer than the standard hour, who cares? So kind of a little extra bonus, added incentive, whatever. And in fact, after the tour, if you want to pitch some questions at me about ghosts and paranormal or just whatever, you're welcome to do that. Anyway, and one last thing just real quick. I am still looking for people who'd be interested in coming out here for the October 1st camp out. Now this is going to work a lot like our regular all-nighters, except that we're going to show up before dusk. We can set up our tents and whatever and get comfortable, and then once it gets dark, we're going to go ahead and start the activities as far as doing a quickie tour of the place, and then letting you start to wander around here and check this place out on your own. We are going to be going down to the cave, just like on a regular all-nighter. We will have a campfire going. We're going to try to keep that thing fed all night, and we'll have refreshments, hot dogs and coffee and soda, things, marshmallows, things like that we can kind of snack on throughout the night. And then whenever we get tired, we're going to retire to our tents. And then next morning we'll get up, probably have a little more coffee and gather everything up and head on out. But you're looking at an excursion that's going to last probably 12 or 14 hours in total. And guys, I'm not changing the price. I'm going to price this thing the same as the all-nighter. So it's $50 per person. That's insane. I'm telling you right now, that price is stupid, because most places that you go to, they start out at about $75 for their all-night interactive ghost encounters. And when I say all night, we're talking 8 hours. Some places only 4. We're going to be here 12 to 14. But they start out at $75 and go up to $250. Dude, I'm charging $50. I mean, come on. I'm ripping myself off here. So October 1st, I need at least 15 people who'd be interested in doing that before I'm going to put it together. So if you're interested, please, please, please let me know that you want to do this, because I want to do it. Man, I want to come out here and actually sleep. But anyway, that's all I got. You guys take care. Hope you're doing well. Until I see you again, be good.